Hi, everybody. It's movie related. I'm here with my 2 jerk nephews, and
that's an intro.
Here's an intro, but I'm bummed. You don't need to put Paul and Mark up. Just put jerk 1, jerk 2. All right. We just watched an Oscar-winning movie, and we decided to go the complete opposite and watch F9. F9 finally released on DVD. We weren't able to watch it here in Canada because the theaters weren't open when it came out. So we had to wait for it to come out where we could actually stream it or watch it on DVD. We heard a lot about this movie. I've seen all of Fast and Furious movies. Let's see if this was the best one yet. I'm not going to the bathroom today, everybody.
That's a new intro.
No, it wasn't. See you later. Hit that subscribe button. Okay. All right, Paul, why don't you give us a rundown on this film?
Good luck.
There's no story.
No,
Thank you.
No.
Just turn this off
Yeah.
and sit there drooling.
Hey, look. Dom has a brother.
Yeah. Family. Dom, you have a brother?
Yeah. 9 movies in. 20
brother.
years later, they have a brother.
But that was a falling out, so never mention him again.
You know, I can see the family resemblance, they said. Really? Really? There's a family resemblance between those 2 guys? Okay. But one thinks that he was the cause of their father's death.
Yeah.
And now they're both... He was an illegal street racer, but now they're both international spies.
Right.
And one's a good guy, one's a bad guy. And also, Dom is now a superhuman superhero. Not only can he drive really good, he's also super strong now.
Always was, right? In all the other movies, they're all...
Not to the point where he can beat up 50 guys.
Well,
He's never been that strong.
You gotta up the game.
The very first movie, he was able to go toe-to-toe with one other guy.
Yeah, but then he started doing movies with The Rock. They got in an argument. The Rock's gone. Now Dom has to prove that he's better than The Rock.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think once The Rock left, Dom absorbed his strength. So
He gobbled him up. Num 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 num. I'm super strong now.
so
he's up on. This movie is so all over the place. Everybody, they're after this one device that can lock in and take over any computer in the world. Have we heard of that before? Everywhere. Every movie's done it. But what's really good about this is they jump that shark so much in this movie. You know, how much further can we go with reality? We can go to space in a car.
Space, that's the answer.
Remember the 4th movie where none of the main characters showed up in the Fast and Furious, so they made this other guy this main story? Well, he's a rocket scientist now, working for NASA.
Is that all the guys from Tokyo Drift? Is that Tokyo Drift? They're all rocket scientists now?
Yep. That's exactly who they are.
Yeah.
And not only are they rocket scientists and create this rocket car, they also know how to fly a plane, a military airplane.
It's just physics, man.
I'm watching this and I'm going, they're not the pilots, are they? So not only are they rockets, they also can fly military aircraft. And the plane's flying along like this, and here's the car. And say, okay, launch. And they let it off the thing, and it just goes like this. Whoop. Like this. It doesn't go like this. Because if it went like this, it would take the whole tail off the plane. So it goes up, and then goes like this. They built a car with maneuverability in space. And also, it would eject the rocket packs at the precise time.
So you're saying this was unrealistic?
This is such a stupid movie. Such a stupid movie. And they know it is. They knew it was when they made it. They made fun of themselves the entire time in this movie.
That's exactly the point.
Yeah, you got the Tyrese Gibson character. They just go through the first part of the movie where he should have died easily 100 zillion times, but he keeps on surviving.
Without a scratch.
Yeah. And he starts to talk about, hey, maybe I'm invulnerable kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they become very self-aware.
There's a big meta in this movie that we know we're going way over the top. We're just gonna have fun with it, make fun of ourselves.
Yeah. Why'd they call it F9? Really?
It's the 9th movie?
It's
F9.
It's F Saga.
Is it Fast 9?
It's F Saga. No, it's F9.
F Saga? No.
It's F9.
It's the Furious Saga.
It's F9. It's a movie. It's a title. Leave it alone.
I don't know.
Is it Furious 9?
They lost track themselves. At one point in this series, they called one of their movies the exact same title as the first movie.
Did they? Did they really?
So they just said in this movie, let's just do it, guys. Let's just throw everything we have at this and see if it sticks. And guess what? None of it sticks. It is right from the opening chase scene. It's ridiculous.
They go off a cliff. The bridge is falling and the rope is not yet gone. So he picks up speed to drive over the cliff.
You've seen it in the trailer.
Yeah, so that the rope gets tangled in the wheel.
No. He turns his wheel so he hooks the rope.
Yeah,
That's how good a skilled driver he is.
He intended to do it. And they swing across this canyon gorge because the rope is strong enough to hold the car, and it swings all the way across.
Inertia. It's all physics.
And the car goes onto the cliff on the other side, rolls a whole bunch of times, gets completely destroyed, and then you see the two on the inside, and they're going, oh.
Well, that's new.
Yeah.
No scratches, no blood anywhere. Oh.
Well, you think that's ridiculous, but the scene before that, when the bridge collapses, there's a 4x4 driving across this wooden bridge as there's no support on the other end, and it still manages to drive up.
Come on, guys. You can't argue with the numbers.
And my wife says, is that how it works?
Yes. Dear.
Here, if you want to know if it works, try driving up a waterfall. Because that's the exact same physics that are used in this. Yeah.
But okay, we know that the story, if you can call it a story, wasn't realistic, but what was the entertainment value for you?
The only entertainment value I had was laughing at the stupidity of the movie. Really. The acting wasn't great.
And I think that was the point. That's what they were going for.
Yeah, but you know what? Normally you can kind of follow along and have a little bit of fun with it, but this went over the top. I mean, when they were driving in a Lamborghini on ice being chased by a nuclear submarine, I said, well, that's the end of this. They can't get any stupider than this. And then they went to space.
But the thing, like, up until halfway point, I was okay. And then I just started nodding off because whatever I'm seeing on the TV, there's a lot of fast and explosions and
like a lot of fast and furious explosions.
But
F's.
But it wasn't interesting. It wasn't fun.
No.
It was all put there to just be action.
It was to entice your eyes on the screen. That's all it was doing. Hey, look, flashy, flashy, flashy.
But you can get away with that sometimes, like with the submarine and the other movie. But this one was just not interesting.
It may have been intended for people with short attention spans.
Then why was it 2.5 hours long?
because there was so much going on at all times.
And I wasn't really sold on how they Dom reconnected with his brother Jacob at the end. They just seemed, now that they have to do it, they do it, and there was no real reason why they reconnected.
You see, we've already talked about how stupid this movie is. They've gone to space, the car scene on the bridge, and that's not even close to all of it.
No.
The superhuman strength of Don taking on 50 guys in an enclosed area and almost winning. To the point where he's still standing up at the end when they cut the scene. The whole... so many dumb things. So many dumb things.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm tired of. Remember back in the day, all they had to do was win a race?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or in the movie, just say Dumb and Dumber, he had to deliver a suitcase. Rocky, he had to do the fight against Apollo Creed. Okay, fine. Now everything is... This will destroy the world. This will take over every computer. This will... What if?
It's
now I can destroy every universe.
Yeah, it's a global catastrophe or...
What happened to just the stories where you got to do this one little thing and it doesn't change the world?
Right. Yeah. Just overcoming one objective. Right?
Especially in a car racing franchise. Remember when car racing used to be a thing in this movie?
That was just the origin story of the super spies.
The best part. By far the best part. They're up in space. They're looking at the satellite, and it's not what's not connecting? Everything works perfectly. The rocket fuel kicking off at the right point. Their trajectory is right. They can steer the car. The magnets they put on that they had in the trucks that were shooting cars back and forth all over the place. Those magnets stopped working.
Wouldn't the magnet have taken the car they were in and just slammed it against something?
Or crushed.
Yeah.
Or just crushed.
Yeah,
and we stopped immediately. But in space, that's the only thing that didn't work. So what do? They have to ram it. And the best part is, he steps on the gas and it starts going. They're using gas pedals to steer a spaceship. He steps on the gas and then they turn on the NOS. For that little extra speed. You gotta turn on that NOS in a rocket ship.
And they drive through the satellite.
Not a scratch.
Not a scratch on them. This thing explodes.
Okay, alright.
This made almost $800 million.
Yeah. In the pandemic.
Yeah.
During the pandemic. So yeah. Obviously, it's a stupid movie. But what would you give it?
I give this a 4.5.
Ooh.
It's a 5.5.
I'm going right down the middle, 5. So, had I paid money for this, I'd have been very upset. Luckily, I could turn it off, walk away, go play a video game, come back, continue watching it, and go
No stories.
the rest of the time. And you wouldn't have missed anything. So,
We can look forward to FX.
you think they're going to call it FX? Because that's an actual name of a movie. So,
With an F and an X?
X, yeah.
Really?
yeah.
No.
So, we'll see. Hollywood's done it before, but maybe it'll be F Extreme. Oh. What will they do next? I don't know. A multiverse?
Yeah.
Retire.
We gotta drive through the multiverse now.
Any movie that keeps making $1 billion on their 9th one, they're not retiring. Because every other one of their franchises hasn't made a hit.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a successful hit other than that.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
He could have done it with Triple X, but he didn't come back for the sequel. So.
Triple X, yes he did. He came back and did Xander Cage.
He did like Triple X 3, but had he continued on and did part 2, I think he could have built something there.
I don't know, because that last one was really bad too. So, hey, we're not knocking Vin Diesel. Yes, I am. There
Dude,
you
you
go.
know how strong he is?
Yeah, you can take out 50 guys in an elevator. Whew. Captain America, eat your heart out. Num 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 num.
Okay.
And until next time, we'll see you on the channel. I'm not going to the bathroom today, everybody.
That's a new intro.